nose. Ooh, should have dabbed some of this tea off, honey. Yes, come on in here. Yes, honey, how you doing? Girl, you have to excuse this hair. I want to say this starting out. This is not a beauty channel. So, if I had it my way, I would come on here fully naked, my hair not combed, cornrows would be untucked and all the good stuff if I had it my way. But you have to come on a little decent. And before I jump into this, I want to say this flat out. And I mean this with love, okay? I mean this from my heart, and a lot of people ain't going to understand this. But I want to say this. I want to start doing things in order. And the whole reason why I have the scriptures, 1 Corinthians 14, verse 40, because it talks about things being done in order, decent and in order. I don't want to, and this is for myself, it's not for you, anybody out there. It's just so that I can stay on one accord. I don't want to see in the chats, and if this happens, I'm just going to have to ignore you guys. No tea, no shade. I mean, no, let me stop saying that. No offense, okay? I want the chat to only consist of what we're talking about on camera. If you want to chit chat with me, this is where consultations come in at. This is where you can follow me on Instagram and message me there. And that's what I want to do, because I think that sometimes we talk about the spirits and energy, and I'd be like on it, right? I'd be like boom, 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 boom. And when I'm on it, it slips my mind instantly, because I'll see a chat about something that's not even what we're talking about. And I even think that some people, as we talk about allergies, got anubis too, y'all. But I noticed that, and this has not happened lately, but people will be in the chat room, oh, my mama don't love me. I don't got a man. I wish I had a lover. I'm good with friends. And to the outside, it looks like you're bitching and whining. And about me and what I want to bring to YouTube is about empowering, right? Empowerment, getting you to know what spirit is and moving with it. I don't want to backtrack. I don't want to keep people stuck. I don't want to keep people trapped. If you're into that, there's lots of YouTube channels that you can do that at or on. But on my channel, I want it to be very much like you're stepping up, not we're stepping back. And of course, there's something that I want to do that gives me an opportunity to address things, because I only address things when people who support me bring things to me and they want me to address. And also, as a side note, for those of you who are using, anybody out there, and I want y'all to send me emails to spiritedmystic@gmail.com, to spiritedmystic@gmail.com. It'll be tagged in this video. Anybody have any videos that has my pictures in it, that have my naughty spirit or whatever, anything that relates to me, please send it over to me, because I have not been utilizing. Okay, I'm a public figure. I'm internationally known. I've been on cam. I've been in adult world, bitch, for about to be 9 years. Okay, I'm known all over. People needs to understand that if you cannot make money off of who you are, why are you trying to do that with my shit? As one of my haters, they had a Patreon up, and they were selling me on their Patreon, y'all, making money off of me. And I let it slide, but somebody, a part of my legal counsel, said, no, bitch, no, because they're getting views and they're getting followers because they're showing your shit. And yes, it's people that are hating on you, but all publicity is good publicity, bitch. If you're going to show my shit, bitch, I need to get paid. If YouTube is paying you for showing my content and you talking about me or you using my voice, I need my motherfucking money. Okay, I need to be a Kevin Hart, bitch. Give me my copyright shit. So if anybody out there doing that shit, I got something good for your ass. I got something real good for you, bitch. Mama Mystic got something good for your ass. So like I said, anybody out there, you send me that over, and bitch, like I said, we'll get into that. But like I said, on my channel, when I'm doing my videos, my lives, I don't want to look down and, how y'all doing today? How y'all? I mean, that's cute. But baby, this is where we need real life friends. And I'm not even cutting in on anybody. This is where we need real life friends. In real life friendships, you're able to call your friend if you're bored and say, hey girl, how you doing today, Miss Thing? Oh, ha, ha. But I'm going to be real with y'all. A lot of y'all don't even know each other. some people don't even want to talk to y'all. And I've gotten so many phone calls, you guys, so people are like, oh my God, I said hi to her. She didn't speak to me. And I'm like, girl, they don't know you. If you're coming to this channel or this chat room, you should be here for information, not to see who's coming in and I don't know. Like I said, when I look at people's lives and their video stuff, I'm not checking on who's in there. I'm looking at what they saying to grasp what is being said. Fuck whoever's up in there because I don't give a care who you are. I don't care who's up in that chat. Bitch, I'm not here for you. I'm here to see what they're presenting to me because this is my internet service and that's what I'm here to see. So anyway, so like I said, that's why I want to focus on what's on hand to help keep me there. And if there's any question outside of what's been presented, you could definitely send me an email. You could definitely reach out to me that way, and we'll go from there. The chat will not be used for answering questions that does not pertain to any topics. Because, of course, if you're talking about something, and this talks about stability, when you're talking about something and people are like, oh, she about to hit it. Because people have emailed me before. And they said, girl, you were about to hit something, and then you went over here, and I just lost it. And I'm just like, it's hard because you're presenting, that people are going to have questions outside of what you're talking about. And it's going to make you kind of slide over to that way. So like I said, with love, if you have anything private to say, your vagina is itching, your penis have some bumps on it, you feel like you're being spiritually attacked, that's where you go to the website, To Spirit Mystic, or you go to the email. Don't use the chat to talk about that. Your vagina is itching. Your friend want to, have sex with your man. She had a baby. Ow. Okay. That's not the time. Definitely send me that email. And also, we're going to keep it at that. So anyway, come on in here. Hey, Jay, come on, Tritonic. How you doing? Come on, TC. Let me just look in here really quick before I get into what I'm talking about. Come on, Melly. How you doing? Come on, Norma. Yes, honey. If y'all hear any noises, excuse me, y'all. It's a little crazy over here. Not in the inside and outside, okay? Yes, come on in here. Okay, Plank Hair. Oh, I'm also, Plank Hair sent me an email about a topic that Plank Hair would like me to discuss. So I will definitely be doing a video on that next week. I'm only here really quickly, you guys. I am like exhausted. Girl, my car had to stay at the shop today. They had to do the repairs that they did on it. And y'all, I woke up so early. I'm not an early bird. I woke up so early. So I'm just like, ugh. I have to run around with the Aries today, girl. Aries, girl, they do too much. Aries, honey, you do too much. And I can talk shit about Aries, bitch, because I'm Aries lunar. So I can talk about the Aryan motherfuckers. They do too much. So, girl, I'm just like exhausted. And then we're going to the gym later. So, anyway. So, something I want to talk about because something recent has happened to a friend of mine. And you guys know, losing their lover of 18 years. They knew this person for 19 years. So their life has changed. And of course, I have to be a support. I don't have to, but I'm going to be a support for my best friend. She's my best friend. I knew them for 11 years. So when I met them, their relationship was kind of like fresh and new. And we had a lot of good times together, some crazy times, and they're all memories. So going into that, crazy memories to you guys. But going into that, I have to go in because when I'm like curious of things, you guys, like I'm just like, Spirit, what is it? What is it? What is it? Please, please. Like I want to know. And I think all of us are like that. Like we want to know, how is this? How is this? How is this? So we know that the heart chakra is the information channel. We know that all things are stored there, right? But there's also cellular memory, right, which is stored in the head area. So I'm like, how is this possible? Because going into the law of attraction and stuff, because the metaphysics, we're taught the law of attraction and dimensions and a new term that has barely come out, microverse and stuff. So we know in the microverse, all things that have ever happened and that has ever existed is existing in the microverse, and the universe is your personal interpretation of that. It's your version of what the microverse is spewing out. So that's why everybody experiences life differently. So going into dying and how we can connect with our lost loved ones, and this is what I've gotten over the past few days of me being deep in spirit. You know, going into the microverse and how we connect with our higher selves. So in the Bible, it speaks about God being an omnipresent being, right? And going into this, okay, going into Google, the word omni, right? It has to be combined with something, means all of all things in all ways or places. And they're talking about omniscient, and I probably said the wrong, honey. Maybe it's omniscient. Who knows? And also omnicompetent. Okay, omnicompetent is in all ways or places, and omniscient means all things. So omniparent just means everything happening all at once. So in the physical world, once again, we're connected to the universe. So what I'm experiencing in this physical body is my interpretation of the musical notes or the sequences that are being sent to me from the microverse, right? And that's how we all connect. We're all multifacets of the Most High. But in the spirit world, because we're made in the image of Him, this is what the Bible says, we're all omnipresent. So this is why, even going into a physical experience that I've had, because like I said, you know, I it's crazy what I'm about to say right now because somebody was making fun of the shit. I see dead people. And when I was younger, it was real crazy, you guys. Like, it was scary for me because I thought I was really losing it because everybody's like, bitch, you're crazy. Like, I was seeing ghosts. I was seeing shit that I thought was like real. And of course, it was energy imprint. And even going into when I was seeing ghosts and stuff, it was usually like when I was halfway asleep, halfway awake. Like, I could never see them physically and say, oh my God, there's a ghost right there. But I could, like, let's say if I'm sitting here and just like doze off with my eyes closed, all of a sudden this shit start formulating. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a man. And people are looking around like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I saw a man right there. But I didn't see it with my physical eyes. So anyway, going into that, I was able to see that shit. It was creepy to me. But I had an experience with a cousin of mine. One of my cousins passed away back in 2000, and he was older. And, you know, he was kind of going through some rough times, so he stayed with us. So during this time, you guys, this motherfucker was trying to run our household, okay? He was like, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. So he was trying to be that male figure. And I remember one time, you know, I got sick. And he made me clean up my own damn vomit, y'all. Could you believe that? A bitch is sick. And he's like, you gonna clean that up. But anyway, so he's from Indiana too. He's my little Indiana family. But anyway, I remember that I had an experience with him. And this happened at the same time as another relative of mine and even his daughter. So something happened in my house. And I was like, what the hell was that? Because our house used to creak. And they would say, oh, that's just the house moving and shifting. But I'm like, I don't think so. Because where we lived at, it was even land, right? Where I'm at now, yes, there's creaking and shit. And even a few places I lived at, because like I said, my city is like, in California, we all live on hills and shit. Like, it's crazy. So even when you think it's even, it's really not. Like, it usually go down or go up and all that. But there, the house was not doing that. But I had an experience. And I immediately knew it was my cousin. And I said, this is him. And I kid y'all not, in the same time frame, probably within minutes, seconds, the two other relatives had the same experience, but something very different. And one of them actually said that he wrote his name on their mirror. Now, if you've never had that experience, ghosts or spirits will do that. They will actually write their name on mirrors. And when you'll see it, girl, when it gets foggy and shit in your bathroom, I'm telling y'all, one of my old friends got freaked out because there was a ghost named, this is the gagger, y'all. There was a ghost named Wendy in our apartment. It was a very haunted apartment. And two people came over. One guy Sexy guy, girl, soccer player. He was Salvadoran, girl. He was so sexy, y'all. But I knew he was on some tea though, because he was so sexually active, girl. We would have it, the next day. I don't got to tell you what we have. We will have it an hour later, or not even an hour later, like 2 minutes later. He want to do it again. He want to do it again. He want to do it again. I think one time we did it like 6 times, and I'm just like, bitch, something ain't right. But anyway, he got freaked out, you guys, because the closet. He heard a woman humming in the closet. And he was freaked out. He heard a fucking woman humming, and he woke up and said, "Hey, I'm hearing a woman humming in her closet. Is somebody in the closet?" And I'm like, "No." And then I'm thinking like, "Oh shit, maybe somebody is coming out the attic or something," because people do that. So I opened the closet, bitch. There's no attic in the fucking closet. So I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what you were hearing. There's no woman here." Fast forwarding, my ex-best friend, who was also my roommate at the time, he was sleeping. I was gone. He didn't know that. He heard a loud, high-pitched scream, and he immediately texted my phone and said, "Bitch, why are you screaming? I'm trying to sleep." I said, "Bitch, I'm not at home. Bitch, I'm gone. I'm not at home." So that was that. And then the third time where we really knew something was going on, there was actually 4 different experiences. The third time was we had a couple that moved in because they went homeless. And see, y'all, this is where it gets where you just like, you gotta really be careful of who you be nice to. So we let these homeless people move in. We didn't even know them, y'all. We let them move in. We didn't even know who the fuck they was. We just knew they were cute, nice people, trying to get back on their feet. And I said, "Bitch, we got a living room. They could sleep in the living room." So they got freaked out because in the bathroom, it had in this cute little cursive, y'all, Wendy. And they were like, "Girl, oh my God, who the fuck is this? Da, 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 da." And then the last experience was we had another roommate who was only here for like 2 or 3 days out of the week. He was going to school to be a nurse, and he came from the Bay Area. And he got freaked out because he slept in the living room, so he would have heard one of us get up and go into the kitchen. And he woke up with all the cabinets open, and he got freaked the fuck out. And I guess he has some OCD too. And he's like, "Why is all these cabinets open?" You tell me, bitch, you're near the kitchen. You tell us why they're open. So it was just very freaky. But going into that, like I said, ghosts will definitely write stuff on mirrors. And I think that's one of their ways of communicating with you physically. And then of course there's other things they do. That's one of the ways. So either way, in the spirit world, because I got a little into more stuff, you're omnipresent. You're omniscient. So in the spirit world, you could be at all places at any given time. And this is why even going into, and I think it's the combination of being omnipresent in the microverse, because even now, like we are living right now in the 3rd dimension during this year, but an aspect of us, we could call it a spiritual imprint, is still living in the previous dimensions and even the higher dimensions. This is why they say we're interdimensional beings. So even though your loved one has passed away and they have transitioned into another life, if that's what they wanted to do, they could still be here because that's a piece of them. And I kind of think of this as even us being a part of the divine masculine and feminine, or the divine God consciousness, like the divine, most high. We are all a facet of that. So you're like, how am I you, or how are you me when I'm trans and you're heterosexual? Well, bitch, it doesn't mean nothing because there's still an imprint there. So I kind of think about this when it comes into batteries and stuff, y'all. This is another analogy to think about. So you have a flashlight and you have some Duracell batteries. So the Duracell battery is its own entity and the flashlight is its own entity. But when you put the battery inside of the flashlight, the battery does not become the flashlight. The battery actually amps up the flashlight to give it energy to light up. So it's not necessarily the battery that is lighting up with the flashlight, and it's not necessarily the flashlight that is lighting up. It's actually a combination of both, but it's definitely a imprint of the battery that allows the flashlight to light up. So that's something to think about even with us all. Like we're in the body, and we're here, but we're part of something bigger. You know, we're the energy of the battery that's lighting up the flashlight, which is the body. So even though we're here, we're also everywhere else. And then you go into people translating and saying we have, you know, Doppler gogglers, whatever. Y'all don't got to tell me how to say it. Ow. Doppler gangler, bitch. Let me say how it's a German word. Yeah, it's a German word, honey. Okay. So, you know, like I said, that's how it is. So when people are they have passed over. I know this is easier said than done, but you guys can do it. Trust me, you could do this. When people have passed on, do know that although they have left this dimension, an imprint of them is still here. And even going into, like, I saw some videos, you know, like 2 or 3 days ago, because you know when I'm on my little spiritual stuff, I feed my spirit because my spirit is always hungry. The flesh is hungry too, but that's kind of like temporary fulfillment. Your spirit is what you want to feed, you know. So I call myself a truth seeker because I love feeding my spirit. By the more stuff I learn about and I'm open to, I feel like the more fulfilling my spirit becomes. And that's truly our purpose. Our purpose is not to only be with Black people because we're Black, or to only be with gay people because we're gay, or only be with Muslim people because we're Muslim. Our spiritual experience here is to gain as much as we can through spiritually eating. And spiritually eating is educating yourself on how the Muslims get down, of how the Blacks get down, of how the whites get down, or what any other culture get down, because these are all cultures. So I was watching this video, and this guy who suffers from, I think the new term is called schizoactive syndrome or something like that, or schizoaffective syndrome. But either way, he has a very strong feeling of paranoia, and a lot of people like this person. I think he's considered a target individual. And we won't even go into that, because if we go into the target individual stuff, I can say that I at one point was a targeted individual, but I don't got that problem no more. So going into that, he was trying to say that ghost huntings, spiritual experiences, some of them are real, but he was trying to say out of 100% of the stories, only 2% of them are accurate. And I was just like, I disagree with that. I would say out of 100 of the stories that are being told, maybe 40% of them are accurate. I think that's a more realistic number, because some of these people, when they give these stories, it's like there's more to it. And I don't know if I call that I just know through experience, or if it's just like that just don't sound right. Like, yes, the spiritual world is unexplainable, but those who have the spiritual eyes to see and the spiritual ears to hear, you're going to know when something ain't sounding right. So going into that, he was saying that they have like electronic devices that can mimic sounds and voices, and people can actually play them to harass you. And in my mind, I'm like, I have friends and people that I was connected to, and this is why I also learned not to talk about stuff, and even going into connect with people via the phones and stuff, because someone is being watched. And when someone's being watched, I can see them to target you to see what's going on. But if you're, no offense, a bum, ain't got no type of smarts, no education, you're not connected to no whistleblowing experience, why are these people targeting you and harassing you? I think there's something else going on there mentally. And because you're trying to cope with your mental instability, you're going to bring up other excuses. And it goes both ways. It goes either into you trying to say it's a really, I'm going into different dimensions and I have different spirits on me because I'm attached with demonic forces. You know, so they're going that way. So once again, they're being fake and phony. They're having a mental condition and they're trying to cope with it. In order to cope with it, they're going to say, I got DID because there's spirits on me. Okay, that's one. Then it's going to be the opposite. Well, there's really no experience of spirituality, period. It's just actually somebody has a recorder that's standing outside of your house, or they got your phone lines tapped and they're playing audio through your phone stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, do you know how much money that shit costs? You think people got, I don't care who it is, you think they got money to just go out? No offense. You got drug dealers, you got scammers on YouTube and off of YouTube. You got high prostitution rings going on, human trafficking going on. They're not tapping their motherfucking phone lines. So, but they're gonna tap yours when you're a regular person who have no insight on anything outside of the sky being blue and the grass being kind of green. I don't think so. And I'm not gonna. I like I said, that's probably what you're trying to cope with, but I definitely know that's not the case. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that get away with a lot of bullshit. And also speaking about that too, I got information on someone. One of these YouTubers are actually an informant. I caught when this is where it gets a little tricky out right here. Because this is why I like being connected with people that actually have power in places. Government officials, pastor, preachers, the prostitute on the corner, the stripper, the mother, the old grandmother like to look through the. That's why I say I love people, because you're gonna get some type of tea on somebody. So I caught tea, you guys, that one of these YouTubers is actually placed here to watch and to be an informant on certain tea. And all I'm gonna say is, for all you group of people that want to growl up in a group, I gotta be with her. I want to be in that. Can I be in your coven? Be careful. Don't talk about your money. Don't talk about what you do. I snorted a little bit. Don't do none of that. Because this person, you got to think about it, y'all. You got to really think about it. For those who know who it possibly might be. Some of that shit got exposed when they went into criminal backgrounds and shit. And I'm like, that is kind of odd, because we live in California. California got the 3-strike rule. And you can't tell me that the Midwest and the South don't got that 3-strike rule. Because y'all out there arresting transgender women and making them shave off their heads and got them in general population. They don't do that in California. Okay? So it's like, why would you have leniency on someone, especially a woman of color? A woman of color in the Midwest or the South, you have a leniency with her? So, bitch, you sold to get an exchange. Oh, bitch, we know who you are, too. We know exactly who you are. But we're not going to talk about that, though, because, bitch, at the end of the day, bitch, it will, bitch, it will be some real life wee. But just know, bitch, we got our eyes on you, bitch. We see you, girl. We see you, Miss Thing. We see your ass. Because there's someone right about her. Someone right about her from the gate. Because if you're from there, but you're trying to have a dialect like you're from here, how does that work? How you grew up in a certain state? Oh, I'm gonna say it. How you grew up in a certain state where they all talk a little weird and different and bougie and curse and pull that her, and not exactly like that, but there's a little twist in the lingo. And then how you come out and just all of a sudden, darling, you're saying water correctly. And my hair, and you don't look funny saying that. I'm like, this a little odd, because we know the bitch is from where she say she from. We know she toured all along these states, as they all do. But I'm like, that's just a little odd, because she don't have no formal high school education, no formal college education. So where did she get this proper English at, this proper dialect? When you're an informant and you get your charges dropped, bitch, that's what happens. You become so proper. Girl, they train you on how not to be spot. But let me tell you one thing about this. I hope when let's just say a little prayer right now. When they find out who this person is, God, because see, you deal with things in high and low places. I ask that they get that bitch right together. Because see, they're not going to protect us. See, they're going to do what they did with that other girl on down there who tried to be a little informant too. And when they got on her trail, they left mama stranded. Oh shit, yes they did. And it's an unfortunate situation because mama ended up being in a shaft mine. That's a horrible ending, God, to be lost in a shaft mine. But I hope when they do find out, these other internet people and even some of these customers find out that this bitch is a motherfucking informant. They all might be. This one really is. That they get her right together. And I hope that they leave her hanging dry. I hope that the police and the officials that she's working with leave her hanging dry. Because see, I knew something was really going on, God, because when I was doing my Kanika Jenkins stuff back on my other channel, God, it was just weird that these people were blowing me up. And that's when the tea really was going in, and they just started coming for me. They were making threats to me. They were trying to stop me. They were trying to find me, God. And they were like, bitch, you better ever come over here. And I just said, this is just so odd. But this girl got a video up and nothing happens to that motherfucking channel or that fucking video. But I posted a little video up, maybe talk a little bit, girl, something happened. But that's okay, God. Like I said, girl, the devil has brought her to this point, God, and I want the devil to keep her there. Bind that bitch with all those demons that she thinks she worked with. Hallelujah. Bind those demons that with her ass. Ask those spirits work and run that hole. Run that hole, girl. She want to talk about she a demonologist and she connected to demons. I want those demons and those spirits to run that hole dry. God. Yes, honey, because you said that it's all in the fruits that the tree bear. She's like a withered tree dying by a river. Oh, hallelujah. That river have dried up for her. It been dried up. She looked like she dry. Everything about her, girl, her mouth is dry, her face is dry, and her hair is dry. See, this hair could be dry, God, because it's a wig. Hallelujah. But that makes no sense at all. So either way, God, we ask that it be exposed the way it should be exposed. And you know, next time somebody get exposed, we got, I just want to say this, we have the girl over there from the Bay Area, girl, she tried to come through like a tornado and shit, exposed, no receipt stuff. The next person who exposed these motherfuckers, God, let there be some actual factual receipts that because we know that the copyright shit is heavy, but bitch, they got shit on their channel. I got nothing to do with shit over there neither. So either way, let it come with some real receipts, God, so where we know who, what, when, why, how, and how low can they go? Because we know they some nasty ass ghetto controllers. People like that. That's exactly why we say we need to keep our men. Hallelujah. We need to pray over these women. Pray for these women. Not pray over, because pray sound like a predator. Okay, predator preying on the fucking weak. We need to pray for these women that have these children right now, to instill in their children to look out for these salty ass females and these salty ass niggas, God. Woo! God, you teach these boys how to look for these women that are up to no damn good. It's going to use them for all they got. Get them to have a baby body and lock them down and fuck up their life. And the woman too, we're going to teach these and ask these women that are still in their daughters and his man too, to where when these salty ass niggas come up in their life, that they bind them and they rebuke their ass out too. Because niggas be up to no good neither. They come from sour. Ooh, God, let me get up off of that. Anyway, oh God, we just thank for all that you do. Bless and touch, change this world, God. We got to get rid of these bad apples, these bad nasty ass seeds, just fucking contaminating the airways, girl. It reminds me of these fake ass fucking prankster YouTube channels too, where they be out here, motherfuckers get all these views, bitch. They over here talking about mayonnaise and shit, and what. I'm pranking my baby daddy, act like I had an affair. Nigga, this man sleeps with you every motherfucking night. He know you not cheating on him, but you're doing it for the motherfucking views, girl. You gotta go. You want to be a prankster channel, bitch? Go on over there. This is a spiritual sector, bitch. Take your ass over there and do that shit, bitch. Anyway, I forgot I'm on YouTube. Anyway, listen, girl. Side note, bitch, she's an informant. See, now, y'all, and I'm gonna let this go one time at 6:12. Listen, because see, somebody did a video response to one of their videos. And, I said, let me be a little nosy. This was like a couple of, when they first start coming for me. So I click on that video, and it was an elder Caucasian woman, but I can tell by her background that she was connected with some shit. And I said, well, why is this bitch ordained in this shit? Because you can tell she in some shit like that. I'm like, why would she be associated with these type of people? Because we know it ain't real. Anybody who's from masonry, is Michigan, honey. Anybody from any type of TV, but you know real shit when you see real shit, you know fake shit when you see fake shit. Because we all have the same foundation, but the walls and the roof is a bit different. Come on in here. We all have the same foundation. So we know about the Eastern, the Western, the Northern, and the motherfucking Southern. Take that to you. So I'm like, that's a little odd. And then somebody said they went on somebody's web page and they saw something on there. And then somebody said, oh, girl, that's that place that watch you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then while we're doing our thing, someone talks about informants. I said, girl, here we go. Because, it came out that a few people were informants for the celebrity shit. So I'm like, are they for real or are they just saying that because girl, bye. It's some real deal shit, y'all. We talking about birth name, relatives. Girl, it go back to the third grade motherfucking teacher. Hello? And this bitch been done left the third grade. When I say been done left, bitch, it's been what, 16 years for me to be in third grade? Probably longer than that. This bitch been done left the motherfucking third grade. And we all know when you get down that girl, they make sure they dig up your shit so if they need to pull one on y'all, they can pull you right together. Woo! Come on in here. But listen, I got a little excited there. When you experience loss and how your ancestors or your brothers and sisters or whoever have passed on, your loved ones, how they're able to still be there and to continue on is through that. And I'm saying this too because a lot of times when we lose our loved ones, we don't want them to go, right? We're still like, oh, I don't want them to leave me. And it's kind of hard because you can't tell people to release that, right? When you have people that you see, your loved ones who are mourning the loss of their lovers, or excuse me, I had a hiccup and a burp at the same time, and that have their siblings that passed on, it's harder for them to completely let them go and say, I release you. But, they're still going to be there. They're still going to be there in spirit, and only through spirit. They're living there through your memories, but they're also living there through their physical or their spiritual imprint that they left with you. There was a word for it, imprint expression. Oh my God. We'll come back with that. But there's a word for that they left. You were connected to them. So they're always going to be there with you. But spiritually, you want them to still move on. You don't want them to stay back and to be wandering lost spirits. And like I said, I know that's hard, but that is a must. When my sister passed away, it was very hard for me to release that. It was very hard for me to release that to make it, to understand that was my new reality. It was very hard. I didn't want her to go neither. Like I said, I still got her wig, and I'm not going to wash that wig probably for the years to come. Bitch is going to be put in a locked case, and bitch is going to be with me until the day I motherfucking go. And I might request for them to go ahead and put it in there with me. Who knows? But like I said, you have to let them go, but they will still be a part of you always. And I think even when it comes to children, and I think children, parents, and I think lovers, because you still have connected with them in one way, right? Let's talk about it. Sex is supposed to be refreshing. Sex is an exchange of sacred energy. Come on in here. How you doing, Larry? Yes, honey, I was thinking about Larry when I say that, honey. Come on in here. Because we talked about that in one of my other channels. I think it's Mr. Tantra Lincoln. But yeah, so sex is sacred exchange, energy exchange. So during that experience, you're supposed to be liberated, right? You're liberated. You're supposed to be, uplifted. You're supposed to be freed. Sex is never supposed to make you feel nasty or, ooh, I feel so dirty. It should never make you feel that way, right? So going into that, if you had a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend that you've had intimacy with, once they go, there's still a spiritual attachment to you. And it's why we talk about spiritual marriages as well, why you need to cleanse that shit up off of you. For those of you who have sex with random people every motherfucking time, because when you're having intercourse, there's sexual charges that are released and that are combined. And those releases or combinations sometimes affect you on a physical level, which is a physical manifestation of STIs and STDs. As I was trying to explain to somebody who recently followed me, who was trying to break down some shit to me. And I said, honey, I can tell you got something. And I was not saying that in a rude way, you guys, but I could just tell Spirit was showing me that the penile, the urethra, was affected and the kidneys were affected with something. And I said, baby, honey, I can tell you. And he was so passionate about explaining something. And I'm like, baby girl, I'm medically trained, honey. Hello? I'm medically trained. On top of that, I'm spiritually trained. You can't tell me nothing about that. When it comes down to sexually transmitted demons and sexually transmitted irritation, or we call it sexually transmitted intelligence, because intelligence, there's actually a classification of spirits that are called intelligence. If you don't know that, get into it. So if you want to go there, we can go there, baby. But you can't tell me shit about that because I know exactly what it's about. Bitch, we all have had the risk if you love somebody to have sex unprotectedly. And some people, unfortunately, got it the first time. Some of us had it numerous times and we didn't get anything. So like I said, when it comes down to the real, is there really love there, or is there just I want to fuck? Because see, that whole I just trying to bust something, bitch. No thanks. No thanks, girl. We could play it, or we could play it off, bitch. Let's go on webcam. You got my $265 a minute? Ow. Hello? Bitch, call my phone, bitch. $199 a minute, bitch. Yeah, you want to do that? Come on. Bitch, physically, bitch, we ain't doing that shit. You're not shorting my circuits out, bitch. It's kind of like jumping a vehicle. My friend jumped another friend's car. She didn't have an alarm on her car. He did. She jumped his car, y'all. Her car started making chirping noise like she had a fucking alarm on her car. Could you believe that? So what happened is her car's computer remembered his car computer, and because his shit was weak, she charged him and it hit her car back. So she had little circuits of that fucking battery. It's the same thing motherfucking sex. Bitch, if we're not on that level of having a chemistry together, and you old, bitch, you fine. You pretty enough just for me to blow something. Excuse me? You better go pay a prostitute, bitch. Because they good for that. You know, they good for loose ends. No tea, no shade. But, bitch, you're not getting that from over here. Bitch, I want to, bitch, ow. I want to be liberated, bitch. I need you to go ahead. Why I keep saying liberated? I want to be liberated, bitch. I want you to raise my frequency, honey. I want you to, ow. I want you to charge me up. You hear me? I want you to have shivers and chills and dibbles all up and down my mother. Bitch, hello? Bitch, I want to be in a session. I have an epitome of something. Bitch, something come to me and say, oh my God, that's what it's like. Oh my God, I just had an idea. See, that's how you know when it's right. But you sitting there saying, well, it's over now. What am I going to do? I don't know. We're bored. What you going to do? I don't know. I'm going to go home. Then he go do it with somebody else. See that shit right there? It wasn't that good, bitch. And it wasn't that your poo-poo ain't good or his penis ain't good. It just means y'all not there. Y'all not there, girl. Y'all not there. That's what I said, bitch. I'll be damn, bitch. I don't care how horny I get. I'll be damn if I'm going to fuck anybody just because I'm there. Bitch, I don't care what you look. Bitch, you can look good all day long. What that energy like? Well, what you mean that energy like? Motherfucker, can we talk about that for a minute? Can we talk about that just a little sideline? Motherfucker gonna send me a message. Hold on. Let me get into this, y'all. And I'm gonna go. I need to take a little nap because I got a reading in 3.5 hours. Oh, also I want to say this too. There was a reading that was supposed to happen last weekend. And I thank this person for letting me, hey, JJ, we're going to call her JJ. And she let me, I think she's very understanding of what's going on. And I really appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the reading that you paid for, but I'm also going to give you a different type of reading because I know exactly what you're trying to get into because, I did a little peeking. So I'm going to be emailing that one to you, but definitely email me. I gave you my number, text me, and we're going to do your reading, okay? Let me know tomorrow. Today we got a reading, and this reading is going to knock me the fuck out. I already know it is. So that's why I'm going to take a little nap so I can charge myself up just a little bit. But definitely, like I said, send me an email, and tomorrow we'll do the reading. We got shit to do, okay? Also, if you're going to be paying for a reading, anything on the blog spot, you guys, please send me an email. I'm actually editing the blog post, and we're actually in the process of making an actual website. And so, like I said, we're going to edit the blog post first. So don't click no links. Don't pay for nothing just yet until I come back. I'm also going to be offering something, probably by Sunday. So give me till Sunday. But somebody sent me an email. He's a beautiful Persian man too. Very beautiful. If I may say, he's a Persian man, Persian descent. Very beautiful. Oh, girl, just very beautiful. But what he's not understanding, because he's going to say, in my culture, You a motherfucking lie, brother. Because in your culture, if that's okay, let me meet your mom and dad in. I'm ready. God, take me. Let me meet your mom and daddy. If your culture says that it's about what you're attracted to, and then you guys can have sex. I'm like, bitch, what culture is this? Was this before or after Nimrod? Was this before or after the Tower of Babel? Could you please explain that to me? Because, like I said, it's energy for me. I don't care what the physical look like. There's a lot of people out here that's looking cute physically, but bitch, the shit is ran shit down below. When they start ejaculating spiritually, because they ejaculate spiritually first. See, when they spit their venom in you, honey, you're walking, and a guy think you saw how he like, damn, baby, he's shooting that venom in you already. I rebuke that. Bitch, there needs to be a connection on all levels. Bitch, I don't care how turned on I am. I don't care how turned on you are. I don't care how much money you got neither. I would offer $15,000 to fuck. I've been offered a plane ticket, a hotel stay for a month, $15,000, and a friend getting flying out to fuck. Bitch, I didn't do it. Because, bitch, you cannot stimulate this right here. You definitely can't stimulate this nowhere down here. And there's people got to understand. See, you need to have both of those areas stimulated. So that way, when you do it, bitch, you're just in heaven. Girl, one of my experiences was so beautiful that, girl, I was in a whole nother fucking world. When we got up out of it, girl, I'm just like, am I on earth? Bitch, I was so, girl. And that's why I said that shit builds you up. It builds up your confidence. It builds up your inner beauty. See, a lot of people out here doing these glamour spell shit. I want to be beautiful. Bitch, you need a good nigga or a good female to rock your motherfucking world. Ow. That's what you need to do. That's what you need. You need, ow. And if you cannot get that, bitch, you need to do it with your damn self. Bitch, I got a mirror. Hello? No tea, no shade. Sick of that. When he showed it, try that girl, he thought he was going to get stuff, y'all. He was cute. Very cute. I said, baby, please. Well, I'm not looking to get married. I'm not looking to get married either, baby, at this point. Not right now. Maybe when I get bored, maybe. But at this point, I'm not either. So what can you offer me intellectually? I mean, well, what do you want? I'm going to school to be this and that, and I'm actually a chemist. You a chemist? Okay, let's talk about chemistry then, brother. Because I haven't heard anything about no neutrons, protons, any of that, bitch. First thing I heard was that you were hard, you were thick, and you were trying to give a little. Not over here, baby. This ain't an easy fruit, honey. Pun intended. This is not an easy fruit. How to get? Bitch, you got to do some work. You better climb up the how. Bitch, I ain't a low-hanging fruit, bitch. I got something that... Let me stop. Anyway, so I hope this video excuse the little side rants and stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope that this video has found you and has given you some insights on definitely a new view on passing over and going into the afterlife and understanding, you guys, that because a lot of people when they're passing too, they don't want to go. They're like, I want to make sure my kids are okay, but they are going to be okay. I want to make sure my loved ones are going to be okay. They are going to be okay. And I don't think people really know that until it's actually their time. I think a lot of people going up to that, they're afraid, because I told you guys a year before my sister passed away, the second time she got sick, she was like, I'm so worried about my kids, and she was getting emotional about it. And I had to calm down and say, girl, they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. They have, aunties and uncles and parents, godparents, stuff that's going to take care of them. And then, like I said, going into my sister actually going, she was at peace with that. She was like, girl, everything that's meant to be will be. You cannot change it. Death is a part of life. It's a beautiful experience. And don't let people make you feel any type of way about it. Bitch, we're all going to go. That's a for sure thing, baby girl. As it was not too for sure that you were going to be born, bitch, you for sure got to go. You got to go. And the beautiful thing about it is, bitch, this is not our home. And think about it as that, for those who are afraid to die. This is not our permanent home. Who want to live here permanently any motherfucking way? Who want to witness loved ones dying? Who wants to experience pain? I hate pain, bitch. I hate physical pain, bitch. Ow. You know, who wants to experience that forever, eternity? Who wants to experience that feeling like that? Like, really think about it. So this is a temporary place for us. It's a school for us. We're here to learn. You're meant to intermingle with the Muslims and the Christians and the Catholics. You're meant to intermingle with the gays and the straights. You know, and this doesn't mean because a heterosexual like you that they want to fuck. Okay, this means that bitch, you're meant to learn that. And the same thing with gay people. You know, when a gay person is saying hi, well, I can't speak for them. Let me get up off that because I can't really speak for people. You know, I feel like I'm more in the woman category than the LGBT category. That's just, I don't feel like I think like 99% of trans people. And that's just it, you know, and I definitely don't think like a gay man. So I don't know what that's like. I can't go into that. Definitely don't think like a bisexual person. And, you know, I can't think like a lesbian, you know. So like I said, it is what it is. I don't know what that's like, but I'm going to say, bitch, everybody who's nice to you don't want to fuck you. In my universe. Maybe some of y'all just look so easy and shit. You know that they do want to fuck. Everybody, hi baby, they want to get some. It reminded me of today when I dropped my car off in the hood. You know, I went to girl, it was a 5-star place. Girl, 5 stars with 982 reviews. You damn right I'm gonna go there, whether it's the hood or not, bitch. Hello, bitch. Went to the hood and seeing that wrong with hood people. I love hood people. Dropped that car off, y'all. It was not too far from the Hostro. Everybody driving by the car. Girl, just winking and wet. And I said, girl, what's going on today? Because, bitch, I look busted today. Bitch, I look busted. Sinus just kicking my ass. I don't feel all that hot. Like, bitch, what the fuck? But it hit me. They were trying to get some because they thought I was a hoe. Yeah, girl, they saw these big titties. Ow. Bitch, hello? The bitch pointed out. They said, oh, that's definitely some tea. So, hey, honey, rolling windows down. Bitch, let me hurry up and call Lyft. Because, bitch, we ain't doing this. My friend talking about I'll be there in 20. No, the hell you not. Bitch, let me call Lyft to go to your house. Because, bitch, we ain't doing this. I sure did, bitch. Lyft took me straight to her fucking house. Bitch, we weren't doing that. But some of y'all, you would have definitely gave it up, huh? Dick thirsty ass demons. Y'all gotta be careful of that too. Those demons, they love that shit. Those demons always looking for dick. Those demons always looking for pussy, honey. And you got demons that'll just do anything with anything. Booty hole, honey. You got a booty hole, they ready for the too. No thanks. I'm not into no sex demons, honey. Bye, Miss Thing. You gotta go. Anyway, honey, let me see what's up in here before I go, honey. Yes, honey. Ow. Yes, honey. I hope y'all have a good weekend, y'all. I had so much fun. Yes, honey, I had so much fun, honey. We're all omnipotent. I think it's omnicompetent. Oh shit, you gotta look it up, Jack. Children of the Most High. That's right, honey. Come on, J Angels. Honestly, I feel like Satan and Jesus are dark and light versions of God. Well, so of course we have spiritual courts. Okay, so we have spiritual courts, right? So, there's duality with everything. We'll just keep it at that. There's duality with everything. So you have angels and demons, male and female, fat and skinny, dark and light. So Jesus, according to a lot of Jewish mysticism, Adam was a transgender or hermaphrodite. And Jesus was actually the son of Lucifer. So when you get into it and you actually understand the history of God said and let's go into the scripture right here. Come on in here. Let's get into the scripture right here. Can we talk about it? Darkness came first. Oh, shit. So you're not ready for this right here. J Angels, come on in here. Darkness came first, honey. Formed. Oh, let's get up in here. I want to give you the real tea. Y'all, I'm so glad I got that repair done today, y'all. Oh, my God, I'm so glad. Thank you to my people who support me and stuff. I love my people. I love my people. I love my people. Oh, your ancestors are so good to you, so you're so good to me. Thank you so much. Woo! We're going to say a prayer for y'all before we go. So, Isaiah, and we see, you got to love Isaiah because Isaiah broke it down for you. The prophet Isaiah, he lets you know what it is. Oh, come on in here. Matthew and Isaiah, I love those prophets. So Isaiah 45:7 said, I form the light and create darkness. I form the light and create darkness. I bring prosperity and create disaster. See, the Christians, oh, come on in here, they think that it's the devil that they solely blame on when bad things happen. Oh, that's demonic. Oh, that's Satan. But little do you know that the Most High is the puppet master behind all things. All things. All things that exist is because God allowed them to exist. So that's why I said there's no such thing as bad things happen to good people. All experiences are learning experiences. But going into this, it said, I, the Lord, do all these things. So that tells me, metaphorically, that Jesus and Satan is one and the same. Just Satan is the carnal or lower self, the material need of the Most High. And Jesus represents the enlightened. That's why when Jesus was hung upon that cross, which is a cross between all dimensions, or the gatekeeper of good and evil, he had a rose thorn around his head, or his crown chakra. Get into the T. And also the thorns cut into his crown, which allowed blood, and see, blood is very symbolic for many things, to run down his face. Can we talk about that for a minute? And then even going into the nails being instilled into his hand. Your hands are very powerful instruments. This is why you say you got to protect your hands. Everybody ain't gonna get to feel these hands. Everybody gonna get which I don't shake. I don't shake hands, girl. They always we don't shake that, girl. Also, I don't know what you did before I came up over here. You look like you like to scratch places that you shouldn't scratch. You talk about hands, the motherfucker want to see that right there. But your hands are powerful. You can literally shift energy with your hands. Watch this. Let's see if we can shift this energy. Come on in here, God. Touch this dog. Bless this demonic Cujo looking motherfucker. No, let me stop. But listen, Satan and Jesus is one and the same. That's why we say that there's no such thing as God is going to protect me from evil. There's justice and injustice. Okay, you do fucked up shit come with you, because when you do fucked up shit, you start playing in that darkness. When you do fucked up shit, you start creating and playing with that disaster. When you do good shit, you play in that light. When you do good shit, you bring in prosperity. That's why people say, well, bad things happen to people. I don't believe in that at all. Usually when something bad happens to me, there's a lesson in that. And also I think about, well, what did I possibly do? Oh my God. A lady was trying to get in line and I cut her off. I remember the time where somebody was crossing the street, bitch, I hung around him and saying, bitch, you need to learn how to wait for the driver. And we kind of got into it because I was upset. See that shit right there? That's all energy. So, but you got to think about that. Oh, it all happens to us. Everybody don't experience that. Everybody's not going to know what it's like to be hungry. Everybody's not going to know what it's like to be homeless. Everybody's not going to know what it's like to get a divorce. Everybody doesn't go through that. Your experiences are your experiences because you attracted it to you for your higher good. Life is not supposed to be peaches and cream and oh, it's all good and oh God and everybody else. Bitch, it's a learning experience. And what you do is you take these learning experiences, you apply them to your life or what you learned from them, and it won't happen again. And I'm a believer in that. I'm a believer in that. My life is the way it is because of that. I don't think you experience the same thing over and over again unless you allow it to. Because even going into friends and stuff and even connections with people, I had the same stuff over and over and over. And I'm like, bitch, there's a reason why I'm attracting this stuff to me. There's a reason why. What is in these experiences that I'm not getting? And then when I started changing about how I felt about myself and how I viewed the people around me, then I start seeing people like, you're validating my loneliness or my fears of being lonely. Back in the day, that's what it was. I love being alone right now. You're validating my insecurities about being a trans woman. That's why you're here. And I just start calling that shit out because it came so clear to me. And I said, I gotta end this. And it was, girl, like my life has changed drastically, y'all. Like, bitch, I sometimes catch my motherfucking self like, what, girl, what's going on? Is this real? Because I would have never saw most of the stuff that I'm going through in my past. And I mean it in a good way. Like I would have never thought that I would have my own place ever. And it's been 9 years since I've been living on my own without no roommates. 9 whole years. I've never thought that I have roommates. I was like, no, I'm never gonna get along. I'm gonna have roommates. Girl, bye. I've never thought that I would get over my fear of driving. I've never thought that I would have a car. I would never thought that I would have a license, bitch. Oh my God. Girl, I have never, ever thought that I would be an independent person. I always thought I was going to be a codependent person. I was going to have someone to do everything for me. And I was going to be writing someone else's Kotex, bitch. That's what I saw. And then when I start reevaluating my life, things started changing. I said, bitch, this is my life. I need to be the dictator in my life. I need to dictate how my life is going to be. And other people may have rules in their experience. They might say, oh, you can't, you won't, you won't. That's your story. And this is why you're handicapped now. This is why you're stuck. And you need people to get you out of something. I don't. Baby girl, if I need you, bitch, I'm going to cut your ass off. I'm going to turn off my phone. I'm going to turn off the internet. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say, well, I needed that binder paper, God. I needed those pencils, and I didn't have the ways to make it happen. And you said, asking you shall receive and seeking you shall find. And I'm seeking a solution right now. So what's going on? What's going on? Because I know that the Bible and the Quran and other things are interpretation of your translation that you speak to us. But what exactly is going on? And then it makes sense to me. Bitch, you had the money, but you were blowing the money on fast food every motherfucking day. Wow. You had the money, but not my story. But when a nigga called you and asked you for some money, you gave it over. See that right there? When you had the money, but when your friend said, girl, can I borrow $700? You willingly gave it. And then the bitch couldn't pay you back. And there you go. Now you got deeper in the hole. See that right there? So you had it, but you didn't think about what you needed for until after it's gone. That's why I said, bitch, no. We all get what we're supposed to get. We all have the opportunity to get what we need. Some of us are just lazy, or we don't have the knowledge and understanding how to deal with what we have. So we end up losing and spending that. And then we say, oh shit, I wish I would have. Too late, girl. Too late. Unless you go back and tell them you want a refund for that McDonald's you got, then of course you got money by your pencil and your paper. That's all I'm saying. So anyway. Al, come on in here, honey. Come on, Julie Joy. How you doing, bitch? Yours, honey. Thank you, J2 Funny. How you doing, honey? Oh, that sounds so good. You got me lifted, gifted. Oh, I gotta redo that. Listen, y'all, we got some improvements that we're doing to this channel, you guys. We got some tea. I need to be fully in my mission and my dedication to my craft. Like fully. Like I'm fully there, but sometimes I get still in the ooh, and that's not what I want to do. I lived that life. I've done the shit that was not spiritually fulfilling. And now I'm like, I need to get there. Even being on YouTube, if I cannot provide something to you guys, I won't be here. It's that flat. I'm still here because I know that people are needing something from Mystic. That's why I'm still here. Because, bitch, I would have been gone. Bitch, 2017, when motherfuckers came on my channel and start harassing me. Bitch, oh, I watch a video they want to watch. Oh, she coming for me. Let me talk. This is my fucking channel. Stay on your channel, worry about what you talking about. That's not bullying somebody's on their channel talking shit about you. Bullying is if they go to your channel and type in your room shit about you. That's bullying. They go to your website and talk shit. That's bullying. If they're talking about you on their channel, bitch, you didn't have to go click on it. So going into that, like I said, I would have been 11 because, bitch, it's not that serious. If I can't fulfill my spiritual purpose on YouTube, I'm going to do it in person. That's what I've been doing. If I can't fulfill my spiritual purpose in America, I'm going to go to another country because there's somebody that could benefit from a spiritual experience. And it's not about the motherfucking money, which also pulls me into something else too right now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. That just pulled up something right now. Oh shit, honey. Wait a minute. That just pulled me into something else before I motherfucking go. 1 Timothy 3, 1, 2, 5. Okay, here we go. In this passage, 1 Timothy 3, verse 1 to 5. Grab your book out right now. Maybe I should let me go ahead and do the King James version, because I know a lot of y'all got that. See, I love the thou shall do tie thy. I love that, honey. Ow, come on in here. So let's get into where's it at? Hold on, girl. This is a white background with red writing, y'all. Let me squint, girl. This shit looks horrible. Ooh, I'm getting dizzy looking at this shit. Oh, honey, it's a white background with red writing, y'all. This shit is crazy right now. Hold on. Wait a minute, girl. Let's see if we can get into this. There we go. See, I was overlooking the shit. So, here we go. 1 Timothy 3, verse 1 to 5 said, this is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, and we know that you can exchange these words, bishop, deacon, leader, okay, because an overseer is a leader. He desires a good work. A bishop must then must be blameless. That means have no dirty closets, nothing dirty that can come up against you. The husband of one wife, that's all way, girl. Just like say, mankind, woo-woo. Bitch, you into one thing. You're not in here fucking and stuff, let everybody get inside of you. Vigilant, sober. Ain't no leaders out here smoking and getting high and getting drunk. The fuck? Unless we're doing some type of, anyway, that's not my business. Of good behavior. Bitch, I got no criminal record. Ain't no bounce checks over here. Given to hospitality and apt to teach. Not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient. Not a brawler, not covetous. One that ruleth, ooh, girl, say that, covetous. Can we say that? Covetous. Can we say that? Covetous. Ooh, bitch, I love that word. Covetous, honey. Oh, one that ruleth well his own house, have his children in subjection with all gravity. For a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? If a person cannot manage their own life, how can they teach others to manage theirs? Because you don't go through your whole adult life. Hello? Your whole adult life writing checks that bounce, switching out license plates, stealing from Walgreens and shit. Bitch, doing fraud out the fucking door. And then when you become an elder, or almost an elder, 7 years away, all of a sudden you get the sense to do something better. It doesn't work that way. Okay? And then we get to break down to this like this too. Okay, let's get into the New International. The New International, I kind of like their version better. The New International, oh shit. The New International says, here is a trustworthy saying. Whoever aspires to be an overseer means leader. Come on in here, you ready? An overseer, let's Google it right now. Oh shit, we got to pull out the dictionary when we talk to y'all. Y'all be thinking that motherfuckers just be talking. That's why we like to Google Webster and shit. A person who supervises others. As a spiritualist, you're definitely supervising people. Because you're not just giving out stuff and let people do whatever the fuck they would do with that. You're supervising them, helping them. Especially workers. Another word for overseer is a supervisor, foreman, forewoman, a charge hand, or a team leader. Come on in here. Oh, you're not ready for that. Okay. So, who aspires to be an overseer desires a noble task. Y'all need to know what noble is? We could Google that too. Now the overseer is to be above reproach, faithful to his wife, temperate. Someone call you black or tranny, gay, bitch, you should be able to have composure. Because see, can't nobody take me off my square. You can talk, you can read all day long, bitch. It doesn't change who I am. Oh shit, come on in here. You won't have me go break anything, bitch. Over here typing, bitch, hands getting numb and shit because I'm internet gangstering it out and shit. You won't have me doing that. Self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not given to drunkenness or numbness. I call it numbing yourself. Not violent but gentle, not quarrelsome. That means, bitch, you don't start fights. Bitch, I don't start them, I finish them. Bitch, you gonna, and see, I need to stop that too. But see, this is the internet. People are gonna always say shit. You know, you ain't gonna run up though. No tea, no shade. I throw that out there. You ain't gonna run up. Anyway, not a lover of money. Yeah, but you don't do this for the money. You don't do this for the money, girl. Hello? The money is cute, but you don't do it for the money. Bitch, hello? Hello? Okay? He must manage his own family well and see that his children obey him. See, that's something too. Y'all out here talking about these spirituals out here. Let's be right here. You out there talking about you a mother and a father. Do your children obey you? Because some of y'all, your children, bitch, your parents didn't even raise your ass. How the hell you out here teaching your children how to obey your ass when you want to listen to your mother and your father? Because see, if I did something like that, my mother would have broke her foot. I'm going to tell you this right now. What caused me to not ever go to jail or to do anything to break the law, my mama said, I will show up to the courthouse and testify against your ass, for one. For two, once you're behind those bars and they got you booked in, I'll be booked right along with your ass. How and why? Because I will break my foot off so far in your ass because, bitch, it all starts at motherfucking home. Okay? So, bitch, that's what made me say, girl, you don't got no money in that bank account, but you need $200. You gonna write that blank check? That's what made me think about it. I said, wait, hold up. If I get caught, my mom gonna embarrass me. Hello? What made me think about it, girl? You know, you can make a quick $1,500. You want to blah, blah, blah? I said, honey, wait a minute. Let me think about it right now. My mama, she gonna find out, and she gonna whoop every $1,500 bill out my motherfucking ass. I can't do it, bitch. Hello. So your children afraid of you, and he must do so in a manner worthy of full respect. Come on in here. If anyone does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of God's church? And God's church is another word for saying, congregation in the name of God. See, that's what you spiritually ain't knowing about, bitch. Your own life has been driven to shambles. You're hitting a concrete jungle, and you're out here trying to preach and teach on someone else and tell them how to get their life together, and your life is fucked up. You don't even know where you're gonna be at in 10 years. I mean, you don't know where you're at right now. How does that work? I'll get up off that, honey. Okay. Mirrors have always been portals. That's why, come on in here, honey. We are of the mind, body, and of spirit. Come on in here, Jay. I know that's right. I'm not what you know, but it's who you know. Oh, it's not what you know. Yeah, that's right. It is, honey. Come on in, Saju. Oh, our mirrors in all the bedrooms. Yes. Mirrors in the bedrooms, do not sleep with them by your bed. So have them in your room, but not facing your bed. That's all we're going to say on that, honey. We got a mirror class. Oh, and I'm also redoing a lot of my classes as well. I think I'm going to, instead of making them little pieces and parts, we're going to send them in one video, and I'm going to edit them together. Because some people get so impatient. They're like, and I'm just like, damn, you just got the first part 2 days ago. And then sometimes I'll send them a little quiz. If you were to take a candle and you were to add cayenne pepper and olive oil on it, what kind of workings would you be doing? Oh no, exactly. So you're ready for part 2 of the next video? You ready for that, really? You really ready for that? Because in that part that I sent you, we go over what that would do. Oh shit, you see, you weren't paying attention. So that's why I said I like to see my videos in pieces versus at once. But some people get all crazy and anxious, and bitch, I can't. I can't. So that's what we're going to start doing. Classes are going to be in pieces, but we're going to do it all in one video. And then once it's all done, you can reach out, ask your questions, and we'll go into that. But yes, I really don't like it because sometimes my children have nightmares. Yeah, see, the mirrors are facing, and let me tell you something about the ancients, right? Mirrors are portals, and in bedrooms, they stir up energy, right? Living rooms and stuff too. You want your living room to be active in energy because you know it's your living room, right? Living room active, right? Living means you're active, you know, but your bedroom is for just that. So mirrors in the bedrooms change the energy. And I think mirrors are needed in certain things, certain workings, but you don't have the mirrors facing you. So you're laying the mirrors at the foot of your bed. I've seen some people have this, and I'm like, bitch, you have problems sleeping at night. You have insomnia. You don't sleep at night. You probably have nightmares. You probably have a lot of spiritual experiences throughout your house because the mirror is at the foot of your bed. Same thing at the head of your bed. The head has energy always circulating out of it and in it. So you have a mirror basically in your head. You see how this mirror is on the side of the bed? Okay, it's on the side of us, not here where you're like, oh shit. But it's stirring up energy, it's activating energy, and it's allowing energies to come in and energies to seep out and go somewhere else. So I guarantee this: if you have a mirror in your bedroom that's facing your bedroom, or facing you, or facing your head, you're having a lot of funky, weird dreams, and there's a lot of funky, weird energy in your life, not just your bedroom, because your bedroom symbolizes your your inner perception. That's what it represents. That's what I say. Everybody don't want my bedroom. Bitch, I value my body. I value my core. Bitch, you ain't making way up in here. Bitch, living room, guest room, bathroom, kitchen and bedrooms off limits, bitch, unless I give you an invitation. But really, bedroom is off limits. Bitch, that's too deep. If you in my bedroom, I might as well let you put on my panties. You in my bedroom, I might as well let you just, girl, we might as well suck on each other's toes. I mean, that's really personal to me, honey. So yes, mirrors in the bedrooms are definitely a no-no. If you do put them behind the door, make sure the door is facing your bed. If you do put them on the side of the bed, make sure you're not facing them. But to wake up and there's a mirror, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Okay? There's a lot of twang in that speech. Come on in here, Jay. I know that's right. Not spirit, get them all together and snips. I know that's right, honey. Hello. Come on in here. Come on in here, Shamika. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Therese. Yeah, come on, Therese, girl. How you doing? Yes, honey. Lotus. Come on in here, Lotus. Yes, honey. The show, it's in film that witches shoot magic out of the hands. Exactly. And see, so we talk about chakras and energy sources, and people forget. This is why when you start doing your hand like this, you start feeling something, right? Your hands and your feet. Your feet exits, your hands pulls and pushes out. I told y'all there's an old practice that you do. We actually did this as kids. I won't even get into that because there was stuff in my family that I was not aware about until I became conscious. And also, when I was in one of my spiritual groups, which I will talk about, I still owe y'all that video. They have books on everybody. So people out here saying that they're Masons and they're connected to this and that. Girl, they got a record of that. So if you were a Mason or your grandmother was a Mason, you can go down to one of your lodges or go down one of these public buildings and look for it and see. If you know what city or what city your ancestries possibly started in, you will see it in there, baby girl. It's written down. They have information on that. So if something go down, bitch, they can keep track of your ass. But going into that, we were doing stuff. And one of my cousins, because on my mom's side and my dad's side, like a lot of people are like, girl, Spanish, a lot of people that used to cut in, I know other Dominican people, other Puerto Rican people, and they'll cut in because, the Spanish of Mexicans and Salvadorians, which a lot of people don't know is very different. Mexico have a different dialect. Even different parts of Mexico have a different dialect. Central Americans, the Hondurans, the Salvadorians, the Nicaraguans. Oh my God. Every time I say that, I think of nigga. So the Nicoyas, we'll call it that. Nicoyas, the Belizeans, you know, everybody has their own tongue. Well, anyway, Costa Ricans, Panamanians, Colombians, you know, Aruban people, Brazilian people, like possibly similar, but the dialect is different. So on my dad's side, okay, they did not teach people at a certain age Spanish. And I tell people this. Why they did not? Because they would talk shit about people. And even going into my mom's side, you know, they would have little, I don't know if you would call it pig Latin, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but they would be very mindful about having a conversation with us. Because as a kid, you're going to go back and say, Auntie, I was over there at, you know, blah, blah, blah's house. And they were talking about how you were this, and that, blah, 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 blah. So they're very mindful about what they were saying. On my dad's side, same thing with Spanish, which they wouldn't teach you shit. But we had older cousins because a lot of my dad is older than my mom and when my biological dad. And when he had children, he's had his first child, I think, like 16. My biological dad right now is like 72 years old, y'all. And he's still doing it, okay? And we won't even give him no props like that. But either way, we have older cousins because he has siblings older than him. So that means I have first cousins that are like 45, 50 years old, 60 years old. They knew shit. So some of the cousins will be like, you know, they're telling them, oh, they're saying this, they're saying that. They would teach you certain words, which I when I say on here, and you'll say, what does that mean? They'll say, oh, that means kiss me. So you were like, oh my God, you know, Auntie. And then you'll say it, and then they'll say, fucking your ass up. And you're like, you don't want to kiss me? And then it's like, oh, that's not what that means. So it was a lot of issues, y'all, to where I said, fuck it, I'm going to ask them to do, but fuck that. So, of course, in my mind, I thought that all Spanish was the same Spanish. So I learned Spanish from my Mexican friends, the Mexican lovers. And when you were speaking with my family, they'll say, what's that? And even going to like people like from South America, like Colombia and stuff. When you say something Spanish, they'll be like, oh, girl, that means this. And you're like, no, that don't, bitch. That don't mean that. And they're like, yes, it does. And then you're like, wait a minute. Different fucking dialect. So, like I said, they kept a lot of secrets from us. And like I said, going into that family section, I can't remember why I was telling you this because now I'm starting to think about my family and stuff. But they didn't teach us that. They didn't teach us. So the younger people, we'll say people that are probably born in mid-80s to possibly the millennium, because now like, I got a lot of cousins that know a lot of shit to where, girl, they can read you down. And unfortunately, I wasn't a part of that. I wasn't a part of growing and learning and you know, and so like I said, people, you know, say I know a few words in we'll call it Puerto Rican Spanish, but when it comes down to the tongue of Mexico, bitch, please. Bitch, please. You're gonna read me down. And I even educate some people that are from Mexico or Mexican descent because they don't know shit. They're like, what does that mean? Like the girl, one of the girls, you know, she thinks she white. She was like, I want some frijoles. And I'm like, girl. She was like, that's rice and beans. No, it's not. Frijoles, bitch, is fucking beans. Arroz is fucking rice, right? And then, of course, I think in Puerto Rican Spanish, rice is arroz. So see how there's different dialect, you know? So anyway, girl, I forgot what I was telling y'all that for. But going into that, shit, I can't remember what I was saying that for. Oh, I just hate that, y'all. When I'm into something and my mind just start going elsewhere. That just annoys me. That annoys the fuck out of me. But your hands, going into my family history. So yes, so my cousin on my mom's side, he knew things. That's what I was getting at. He knew things that the younger people didn't know. He was probably like 18 at the time. I was like 11. I think my brother was probably like 14, 15. So he was up there. So he learned a lot of secrets, right? And he's like, hey, well, let's do something. So we all like did our hand thing, y'all. And my other cousin, and I'm not cutting in, you know, I was very, very skinny up until I was like 14. Then I put on weight and shit. But I was very anorexic and very skinny and shit. And girl, All of us was that. We didn't have no big people during that time. My cousin was a very heavy set man, probably like 300 something pounds. Do y'all know we lift this motherfucker up off this chair? And I was gagging, honey. Like, I had to open my eyes to say, oh my God, we lifting this big motherfucker up. Like, I was gagging. So there is a lot of energy in your hands and in shifting your body weight into your hands, even when you're fighting. Like, people think literally, how am I going to shift 300 pounds into my fist? Once you learn energy and kinetics, bitch, you can get into that tea. Come on in here. Can we talk about it? Oh, there we go, girl. Yes, honey. Come on in here. If you're minding your business, then you're learning and changing, not getting the hit back from fucked up shit that you're probably over exaggerated. That's what they do. And I always say this too, when you're guilty of something, you will accuse everybody. You know, I tell you, I come from California. There's a lot of spiritual people up here in my city. I was stalked and harassed by a spiritual group of people that I was once connected to. And I know a lot of information about them that could actually get them possibly prison time and possibly have a lot of other stuff, legal stuff. So they definitely had to keep an eye on me. And once they saw that I was not a threat to them, I didn't have to worry about anything, right? So going into this, when I would talk about YouTube videos and I would do things on these group of people, because they were watching me, they found out everything. They found out my Instagram, they found out my Facebook, all my dating sites. Like, it was just weird shit. You know, they knew what I was doing. That's why I said going into target individuals. I experienced that. Everywhere I showed up, they were there. And I'm just like, how is this fucking possible? Like, how do they know I'm going to Walmart today? So I also started switching phone. Anyway, I won't get into that. So I would do videos on these people, and people would watch the videos, and because they're my enemies, because I'm not their enemy, right? I don't see them at all. We're not in the same lane. You're here, I'm here. That's not me putting myself up. You just magically, you couldn't go toe to toe with me. That's why physically you have to report videos, and you got to do other things. You got to try to embarrass me for being a escort and stuff, and that's not going to work. This is not going to work at all. It's at all. That's not going to stop nothing. Okay. So going into that, they would think that when I was talking about ancestors and I'm going to do this and that, that's when I was coming for them. And I'm just like, why are they still on my dick? Like, I'm not thinking about them and eat. Like, when I wake up, I don't think about them. When I go to bed, I don't think about them. Why are they still on my dick? Like, why every time I turn around, it's them doing a video on me, someone saying they're talking about me. So what happened was they felt some type of way because they were plotting, they were doing shit on me. So they were like, oh. Even going into a video that I did for a client who said I could do their work on YouTube, they reported the video got taken down, and then they tried to put on their channel that it backfired. Oh, we're doing mirror magic, so the work is backfiring. If you have that type of power, girl, then get out of the oppression that you're in. If you have that much type of power, get out the impoverished mindset that you're in. If you have that type of power, get your own shit. If you got that type of power, that's what you do. You work on yourself first, and then you work on other people. So I just was like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, no. That video got reported, and that video got taken down. And that video is actually still up. The video is not taken down. I just got taken off of presenting videos because you were doing some other shit. I did a video where I said your first legal name, and I gave people how they can Google your criminal record, and you reported that video because you sent me an email stating, I asked you to take this down. If you don't, I'm going to pursue what I'm going to do. And that's what happened, sis. It did not go down because you reported that. Nothing backfired at all. You physically reported the video because I said your legal name. That's what happened. So like I said, you assumed that I was coming for you, and I wasn't. Bitch, you're not on my mind. You're an old ass bitch that ain't got nothing, ain't gonna have shit. What the fuck I need to look and check on you for? Bitch, I don't want to gravitate towards that energy. I'm younger than you. I don't want to get to be your age and do exactly what you're doing. Being jealous, and hateful on what the next bitch doing. That's not the reason why you can't keep a man. Men like confident women. A man wants to bring you into a room and introduce you to his ex and all that stuff and know that you're secured in yourself. A man don't want to introduce you to his ex. See, that's not the reason why society is so fucked up too, because people are so insecure with themselves that you can't ask your boyfriend about his exes because he's going to assume that you're getting jealous, or maybe he don't want to do it because he's like, no, if I tell you, you're going to get offended by it. And then he's going to harbor secrets within himself, and that's going to cause his rebellious side to do more devious things. And now you know he's cheating on you. He's fucking everybody but you. And maybe he's doing you and doing them too. But either way, that's what's going down. So you have to be secure within yourself. And men love that. Women too. Real women love secured men, and real men love secured women. So it's like, you're never going to have a man, I don't care how much binding you think you're doing, if you're insecure with who you are. Bitch, you should be confident and be like, bitch, I know I'm all that. Bitch, you ain't going to find nothing like this. I don't care what you think. I want to know about your history, your history. What have you done? Let's lay it all out on the table. You ever slept with a man? You ever slept with a woman? You ever slept with a trans? You ever been with this and that? Blah, blah, blah. What's the nastiest thing you've done? We need to get it all out now because it's going to come out in the future because those spirits that were on you are still with you. But see, people don't want to talk about that. They don't want to do that. Oh, it's too much work. I don't even want to touch that. I want to just get him now. I'm happy now. It's not going to last, girl, because he has some secrets, you have some secrets, and you both hiding shit. It's not going to happen. So, like I said, you're guilty. You're going to feel offended by things. You're going to want to comfort people who's not even checking on you. There's 1,000,001 people out there that are on YouTube talking about spiritual stuff that's in the black sector. Literally. Maybe even like 500,000. There's a lot of people. So, because someone's talking about one person, oh, they're talking about me. Girl, bye. If I kept my mind on you, bitch, then everything else will fall away. I got to keep my mind on my money. Hello? I'm just saying. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Come on in here. Lenovo. Come on in here. Come on in here, Tracy girl. Mystic, what do you think about Bufo various ceremonies? I heard. I will save that for another video. They went to the other side. I heard that healing is real as ever. I'm curious about it. I will save that for another video because I don't want to give a lot of mixed up stuff here. I want to kind of stick with being omnipresent, energy focused, how powerful your hands is. I don't want to get too sidetracked. People say, ooh, you know. Okay, come on in here, Super NC, Miss J. Long time no see. I know exactly who you are, honey. Who you doing? Yes, honey, I know exactly how you doing, honey. How you doing over there in the NY? Or you in the NJ? Come on in here, New Jersey. Who you doing? Okay. How you doing? You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Come in here, Jay. What version of the Bible is that? New International. Yes, honey. What you recommend? Would you recommend a Gideon Bible? This is what I recommend. Do your research on who Gideon is or who Gideon was. Okay. And see what fits you, because there's a lot of translations of the Bible and everybody gravitates towards different versions. Now, of course, we talk about the 1611 version, which is a very popular and powerful version, where, you know, they don't have any, J's. There's Y and motherfucking H's. Okay. So going into that, you know, it'd be Jehovah, honey, or Jehovah. Okay. Come on in here, honey. Okay. Not Ja. Okay. We always say, anybody has a name they name J, your name would be Yay or Hey. Okay. Come on in here. J's would be pronounced H or Y's. Okay. Or double L's. Okay. So yes, I would say do that and then see what vibes with you. There's different types of condoms for different types of experiences. We got to talk about that. But there's different types of shoes for different people. There's different types of clothes for different people. There's different types of purses. All bags do the same fucking thing, but you got one that costs $1,500, one that costs $50, one that costs $2. So whatever vibes with you, go with it. But definitely, like I said, do your research on Gideon, Jay. Do your research on Gideon. You're gonna gag. Is your mom instilled the correct spirit fear in me. I know that's why my mom did too, honey. My mom was crazy, honey. A television is a mirror, isn't it? Yes, it is. A television is a black mirror. Cell phone is a black mirror. Your black shades is a black mirror. Hello? Come on in here. These are protection. You know, these are definitely protection, honey. Grace wore my shades at nighttime too, girl. People thought I was high. They were like, ooh, honey, you want some good? No, I'm wearing my shades, bitch, because demons come out at night. Need you sucking my energy from me, girl. I'm on a spiritual high tonight. I don't need you pulling nothing from my body, honey. Girl, you do spirit shit go out, girl. Those demons be like, ha. So yes, cell phones are black mirrors. Okay, you see that? Lights on, lights off. Televisions are black mirrors. They're used for conjuring and summons or pulling teeth. Cell phones are too. That's why people say, and they're spying on us. That's horrible. Why would they give you a device like this any motherfucking way? Like, girl, okay? Yes, my Mexican friends tell me I don't know Spanish. I'm like, bitch, bye, I'm Colombian. Okay, come on, Jay. Come on, Julie Joey. They were like, girl, what are you saying? They're like, bitch, what are you saying? You're like, I'm just speaking mumble jumble. They're like, I can tell you are. I'm telling you. Different tongues for different fungs. Get that? Different tongues for different fungs. Get that? Get out. Catch that tea if you want to. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. I'm clicking the wrong tab. Yes, they are. That's right. JY and H are all similar letters, honey. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Greetings, D West. How you doing? Yes, honey. Mystic is spell casting similar to double speaking, or are they two separate gifts? So spell casting and double speaking is two different things. So spell casting is the ability to project words with energies behind it. So everyone projects or everyone spell casts, they're just not aware of it. And I feel like this is why I say I don't think bad things happen to good people. I feel like when you're saying stuff, you're the first one to get it, which people don't understand that neither. This is why a lot of spiritual groups say don't do harm to people. They forbid you to do that. Because what happens essentially is if somebody is spewing bad energy towards me, right? Fuck that bitch up. Wah, ah, ah, ah. And I'm saying love me, bless me, indulge me, sweeten me. What you're saying and what you're doing, bitch, is gonna fall off before it even gets to me. But now if you're doing spells on me, fuck you, bitch, and I'm doing spells on you, fuck you, bitch, we're gonna meet up. We're on the same frequency. So shit is gonna happen, right? Very similar to if you're doing workings against people, you don't know what's going on. You're gonna feel that first. That's why people say, oh, I do hex and curse on people. You don't do that without feeling shit, because you can look at the people that do that shit. You know those people that you be seeing walking like this? I'm a spiritualist and all that, bitch, fucking got nerve problem shit, shaking and shit. What negative energy was you putting out in the universe to get that shit back? Because you get what you put out. And I don't care what nobody say. This is why we say everything must be justifiable. It has to be justifiable. If somebody came for your livelihood, you have every right to go for their livelihood. Someone came for your man, you got every right to go for them to make sure they don't get a man. But now, I don't like her because she's prettier than me. Let me do a spell. You gonna fuck yourself up even more. Because that's not even on the same frequency. You're not even there, sis. You're coming at it from way over here. They're not even paying attention to what you got going on. But of course, if you are there, right, because there are special occasions this do happen, where you're there, oh, I can't stand it, but she thinks she all that because you're jealous. And this person is in a jealous state of mind because they're jealous of other people, then they will be affected by the curses or whatever you sent to them because you're jealous. Because they're in that energy, they're in that vibration. So that's why I tell people, before people can attack you, a real spiritualist, you know, and I learned this from a very powerful Satanist, is they will mimic you, they will get to you, weaken your defense, means get you bothered. Oh shit, I'm mad. And that's when they go in and feed off of that. And I kind of think about that like on the Queen of the Dam. Remember that when Aaliyah was, just weird. Think about that. Well, remember when Aaliyah was becoming weak and all those vampires are feeding on her? That's what spiritualists do, or people who are trying to get you. You did that? You did that live on camera? Huh? You did that live on camera? You did that live on camera. Don't you pee on that shit. You okay? You don't do that. This is not your room. This is why you're not coming in here. You need to stop doing that. I don't care. Y'all didn't see what he did. He marched on his purple pillow. You see him? Y'all see him right there? You see that purple? Did y'all see that little wet? He probably sent these bitches trying to send some energy to me, so he want to mark his energy spot. Who the fuck about that? Go pee outside. Go pee outside, nigga. Y'all, look what he doing, y'all. He fucking with me, y'all. He fucking with me. He fucking with me. Go pee outside, nigga. Okay, anyway. So spell casting is speaking words, right? And putting emotion behind it. So a good example is we talk about the word bitch. I can't stand you, bitch. You just cast a very nasty spell on somebody, a very nasty one, because the energy was nasty. You bitch. But if you, I gotta watch this motherfucker good, y'all. He ready to go, y'all. Look, he ready to go. If you want to pass a loving spell on someone, I love you, bitch. You see that? And you can even go, I love you, bitch. Well, you can't really say love and sound angry. But anyway, so that's spell casting. Double talking is saying something what we call the witching language, where you're saying something, but you're not saying something. So those who are trained in that know exactly what you're saying. And let me give you an example of that. So as we talk about in the Salem witch trials, you know, Tituba was talking about white-haired men and yellow cats and red birds or red cats and all sorts of good stuff. They really thought that she was into some spiritual shit. But she was basically, because everybody was watching, the known witches and the unknown witches, the witches that were actually real witches and the ones that were wannabe. She was basically telling them, I know exactly what the fuck y'all doing. I know exactly what you're doing. And that's what I said. Tituba was speaking of something that she was taught. And it could have been by Samuel Paris, but she was definitely letting them know, bitch, red cats, y'all all got red cats. You got yellow birds, which are sending messages to the spirit world. You got fucking black dogs, which are hellhounds, keeping y'all in fucking check. And I'm aware of that. But the people who didn't know what she was saying was like, oh my God, she's speaking of spiritual stuff. Oh, she's a witch. But she was letting everybody else. So that's one example of double talk. There's other examples that I can give you, but that's one example of double talk. So saying something but having a double meaning behind it, or saying something and not saying something at the same time. You know, giving out tea but not giving out tea. So even going into like a lot of people, they try to rhyme. You know, say spells have to rhyme because they have to rhyme. No, spells have to rhyme because your subconscious mind will remember them. So when you're doing your work, you're going to say it because you remember the rhyme. Rhymes are easy to remember, right? Just like rap lyrics. That's why we can listen to a Nicki Minaj song and we know the song, we know that song like that, right? Or a song, period. Someone who sings, that's still rhyming. When they sing and they rhyme, we remember the lyrics. If they just sing and say, yo, I was walking down the street and I grabbed the dog and I was walking and I played with that like that and I whooped back, you're going to say, what, ha? Because your subconscious mind is like, bitch, I can't vibe with that. But it's like, I was walking down the street, I was playing the balls, I was shaking that shit because I was mad at all. Then you're gonna be like, oh shit, I know those lyrics, then you're gonna be able to rap along with it without you even knowing it. So your subconscious mind remember rhymes. But on top of that, when you rhyme, you also, or excuse me, when you're spell casting, rhyme, you're actually speaking something with multiple meanings. So they say, for a good example, if you say like that, like I do that a lot, like that, you don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but my subconscious might know what I'm saying. Double talking. My subconscious mind know what the fuck I'm saying, bitch, and people who knows me know what the fuck I'm saying. But people don't know, I'm gonna say, why she say like that? Or why she was saying okay, or you know, certain things I say is to get my mind somewhere else. We're gonna keep it at that. I can't even go on to explain like that. We're gonna keep it at that though. Is there a Gnostic Bible? Yes, there is. Yes, there is, honey. In California, you have ooh, uh, look into it, but you definitely have like the Book of Thomas and stuff, Gnostic teachings. I think also there's a temple over here. I think Silver Brown was a Gnostic person. I think her church is called the Temple of Asna. They have something down there in San Diego too. I know two popular Gnostic places here. I think in Campbell, California, or Cupertino, California, which is San Jose area, it's the Asna Temple. And then I think in San Diego, it's something else. They go by the tenants. There's 10 tenants. Come on in here. Who you doing? Okay. Okay, I'll be waiting for you to speak on in another video. I love your perspective. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. As of so below. That's right. So one which is double top. Okay, come on in here. Chichibo was Begulian. I know that's right, honey. Okay, I get it. I was Gnostic a long time ago. Well, see, Gnostic is the initial steps to opening yourself up. You have Gnostic and agnostic. So I think a lot of us, Gnosticism, don't correct me, opened our minds to say, there gotta be more. I think agnosticism means you're stuck already in what you believe in. Good Gnosticism, you're more open to say, well, there's more possibilities, there's more. Because I read books on that and I got an understanding of some spiritual teaching through the Gnostic teachings. So definitely, honey. Yes, honey. Summer Walker, come on in here. I'm going to San Diego for a Summer Walker concert. Come on in here. Come on, Summer. I don't know who that is. Who's Summer Walker? Is that a female singer? I don't know. You have to tell what it is, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, yes, honey. Yes, just raining. Oh, it's raining down there. I know that's right. Yes, honey. Ow. Aries like to stay on there. I know that's right. I can't stand that, honey. We are all blessed and unstressed in here. See, and you gotta be unstressed in order to be blessed. You can't pray and worry, honey. Ow, shit. Yes, honey. You can't be stressed and worried. Hello? Hello? Okay. I'm looking for something right now. Hold on. Let me see right now. There we go. There we go, honey. There we go. And I want to say this too. Before you guys, I'll make a sticky note right now about something. Hold on. Let me make a sticky note. Yeah, I gotta take a nap, honey. I had a long, long day. So listen, before y'all open up the can of worms for anything spiritual, do your research. I get people that reach out to me, and this is one reason why I wanted to offer classes, because I wanted people to learn something about before they want to jump on it. Okay, so a lot of people bring teachings to you all or information on spirits, but they don't really teach you about them because I don't think they know. So they're going to teach you what they read on Google. They're going to teach you what someone else told them versus something that they actually know and do. So I want to say it's so important as a spiritual practitioner, someone who indulges in the arts in any way, shape, or form, to be very mindful about what energies you're trying to connect to. Because some people, they reached out and they're like, I want to do something with it. Some people reach out, I want to do this and that, Kali, blah, blah, blah. And they don't know anything about these deities. But of course, they've seen things. They're like, oh my God, this is interesting. And I tell them, if you don't know, educate yourself because things will happen. Especially you deal with very powerful spirits like Santa Moite, they're just one of them, because I know a lot of you in here are familiar with her. That's why I bring her up, and even Kali Ma. And we talk about some of their issues because a lot of you in here are familiar with these spirits. But you want to be very mindful about what you're doing, because if you're not aware of their affection and how they get down, then you're going to view it as a bad thing. You're going to say, I don't want to do it no more. Because I tell people, Santa Muerte and Kali Ma, two powerful deities that I work with, and almost to the point to where you got to be very careful about what energy you're trying to provoke with them, because these are two spirits that will get it done and you can't go back. So you can't be doing workings on people and I want to fuck them up and to go to Kali Ma Santa Muerte, and you have that fucked up energy. Because what happens is with Kali Ma and Santa Muerte, as I said before, they both like to make sure that you're aligned with the energy that you're trying to get together. So if you're a mess, don't try to get them to clear up mess, because spirit does not understand, as we talk about the subconscious mind. It does not understand I don't want. If you say I don't want a bummy ass nigga and you really put that in your work, spirit gonna bring you a bummy ass nigga, because it does not understand I don't. It only understands your desires and your feelings. So I don't want. You already said want. So bitch, spirit gonna bring you a bum ass motherfucker. So same thing we work with Kali Ma or Santa Manta. You know, they're gonna say, well, you want me to teach this bitch a lesson, but you haven't learned your lessons. So while I'm taking care of these lessons for these people, let me get you together too. So you're gonna say, oh my God, Santa Mante fucked me up. Oh my God, Kali Ma got me together. Oh my God, is this real? Kali Ma is cursing me. Oh my God, I'm telling you, your energy needs to be balanced. And I'm telling you this from experience. You know, Santa Muerte and Kali Ma are both deities that I've been connected to for a very long time. And I got the opportunity to become connected with them, with people who are devotees of them, okay? Not just Googling shit, people didn't tell me shit. I learned through experience, right? People who work with these energies all the time. And going into that, people have come to me for work, and they're like, oh, I gave Kali Ma blood. And in my mind, I'm like, these are African American people that's getting information about Kali Ma from African American people. And not saying that that's not possible, because there are Indians or, you know, Eastern people in the Caribbean or in South America, Trinidad, and all the good stuff. Like, they're everywhere. So this is how Kali Ma made her way into the Caribbean, right? But you need to learn exactly who she is, because maybe the person who is Caribbean, because the last time I checked, it's only African Americans, not Afro Caribbeans, that are giving out information about Kali Ma and Santa Muerte and have no idea about how to devote anything to them. So they're literally worshiping and venerating these spirits in atmospheres that these spirits don't fuck with, and they're not going to come. You know, as talk about with Kali Ma, you know, you cannot be sitting here on your period, because she is a bloodthirsty demon, and she does not understand. Only go for them, but don't fuck with me, because I'm the one giving you shit. The hell? So I just want y'all to know, I'm using that example. I just want you to know, be careful with what you're doing, because a lot of these spiritualists fucked up. A lot of these spiritualists fucked up. That's why they had a reset button. They have to file bankruptcy, a whole bunch of shit. There's physical things of why this happened, but there's spiritual things behind it as well. And I want you to think about that. So get comfortable with spirits. I talked about in the Santa Muerte class, you know, get comfortable. Do some practice with that energy first to see how it resonates with you, and then move forward. Don't just say, I want her. Someone did a video on her. Let me go get her candles, because these candles are easy to get. But are you ready for that energy? Are you still playing with your lower self? Because if you are, she's going to get your ass together. Going into Oshun, do you know your identity? Do you know who you are? Do you know how powerful you are? If you do not, don't work with none of these goddesses. Stick with the peasants. Stick with the basic spirits. You know, as they say, natural energies. You know, stick with your ancestors. Stick with the energies of the trees and the waters and the birds and the bees, and call them just that, the spirits of water, the spirits of the trees, the spirits of the lavender. Stick with that. Once you know your powers and you know how powerful you are and who you are, a black woman, a gay woman, a trans woman, a black man, a gay man, a white man, then you can now connect with these spirits. But like I said, if you don't know, bitch, don't do it. And even going into like how people going into colors and stuff, energy is everything. And that's the reason why colors match with the chakras that are within us and without us, because there's chakras that you can't even see, you can't even break down. So anyway, But you need to know. You need to know exactly what you're doing because, like I said, this shit's gonna get your ass together. Where you're like, you don't like me? Oh, I worked with her and she got me right together. No, you got yourself together because they're giving you what you're giving them. These are mirrors. You know, when you reach out to Oshun, or you reach out to Yemaya, or you reach out to Poseidon, or you reach out to Athena for help, you're recognizing something within yourself that connects you to that energy. Not, I don't have that energy. I want more of that energy. So let me venerate. If you don't have that energy, then how do you understand that energy? So if you don't understand, then the energy is going to meet with you because you're asking for it, right? And it's going to teach you a very valuable lesson about who you are. So like I said, I had clients who worked with Kali Ma and they were offering blood after I told them not to. And they said, well, I've been doing it, nothing happened. A fire happens. They lose everything. They were even homeless temporarily. And I said, no tea, no shade. But do you get the picture now? Like, bitch, you have to know what you're doing. Stop looking to Google for answers. Stop letting these people give you, girl. If you're not Indian, you never dated an Indian man, you can't tell me shit about no devas at all. If you're not Hispanic or you never dated a Hispanic person, we're talking about more than just letting them fuck you. Then, bitch, there's nothing you can tell me about any of those saints. Any of those, honey, St. Lazarus, there's nothing you can tell me. Nothing you can tell me at all. And like I said, even going into people's titles and stuff, you know, if you're saying that's what you are, then bitch, you are above what you are above a certain level. So why are you not presenting that? You can operate in both areas. You're either lukewarm or you're the hot or you're cold. You're not lukewarm. Lukewarm is fake. That's a fantasy. You're either hot or you're fucking cold. You either got it or you don't got it. Ain't no why I got it, but I don't always gotta act like I got it. How does that work? How does that work? If you know spirit and you understand that spirit is all genders in one, then you also understand that maybe this person manifested as a female physically or anatomically, but spiritually as male, and they're wanting to live out that. You understand that because you're like, bitch, I'm in that perspective. But like I said, when you're not there and you're in your lower self, then that's when you separate in the lower self. Oh, black, gay, ooh, that skinny, ooh, oh, that's really a man who thinks it's a woman. That's you in the mundane world. So you're what? You're a high what? No, bitch, you're a low priestess. Bitch, that's what you are. You're a basic ass witch. And ain't nothing wrong with that. We got to all start somewhere. In fact, they got books out there dedicated to basic ass witches. Anyway, come on in there, honey. Listen, you guys. I gotta go. Y'all should have been them and gone. I should have been them and gone, honey. I gotta go. Okay. I think just being more animistic in your practices and not jumping in these deities other than your ancestors is much safer. And of course, venerate the spirits that are naturally with you. Exactly. And that's the first thing too, Jay. A lot of people, they're getting information from self-taught people. People who are initiated into organizations, as we would call it, they are given information from people who walks that walk. And then this person channel and interject or project into this open canvas. Because as a spiritual person, you're an open canvas, right? You're just open, right? Now you should be open all the way, but you're still halfway and halfway out, as we talked about before. But people are learning stuff from self-taught spiritualists who Googled or who went and bought a book on Amazon for $20, who really don't know the experience of this spirit. And they're saying, I'm going to try. Then they get fucked up. Then they're like, whoa. So you're definitely right. The safest thing is to go into your ancestors because you know them. But do not learn anything about a spirit or a saint or Orisha or deity or energy from anybody who does not walk that walk. And like I said, a lot of people on YouTube, because see, we talk about real voodoo, we talk about wannabe voodoo people. That's why the people that want to be voodoo will say hoodoo is voodoo. And it's really not. Voodoo is very sacred and it's not really talked about. You don't really say, we're going to do a spell on this and this is what you do. But people who want to be it so bad, they will act like they were initiated in the Ifa, because it's a little more open. You know, they'll act like they were, initiated, and yet they're giving out all these secrets. And even some of these voodoo people, the secrets they're giving out is very European based. And that's why I be looking like, if you're into voodoo, the Loa, why are you not talking about the Loas? Why are you talking about the Orishas, and why are you talking about the Wiccan stuff if you're voodoo? Because that don't mix up. That's not the same stuff. So you're initiated into voodoo, right? You showed us the picture of your head being shaved off and your head being wrapped, but your teachings is Wiccan based. It doesn't sound right to me. And then yeah, you will be in a room full of Black people who want to know about their Black history or Black spirituality, right? And you're teaching them Wiccan stuff. And then yeah, they're talking shit about white people, but they're practicing their magic. And I'm just a little confused, like, how is that possible, bitch? Even using the word coven. That's not Black. That's not African. Coven. There's nothing African about the word coven. So I'm like, where did these pro-Black folks get these lingos from? Because you Googled it. Because you went and you bought books. And these artists who didn't want to tell you the real gave you information on certain stuff, and you took it and you ran with it. Instead of you doing your research saying, I got that book, let me research it more, you took that book and ran with it. And I said before, one of these spiritualists that said they've been doing this for 15 years was in a group 3 years ago asking people, what do you do with lemons? And I was just like, wait a minute, you're a voodoo. Your grandma or Mima did voodoo. You were initiated in voodoo, but you're on Google or in a Facebook group asking, what do you do with lemons? Didn't your grandma teach you what to do with lemons? Because everybody down south or who has power have a citrus tree somewhere near their house in voodoo and hoodoo. So what type of voodoo and hoodoo are you doing if you don't know what a lemon tree is or what an orange tree is or a mandarin or tangerine is used for? What are you doing, sis? And then you say 15 years? And then you call yourself a high priestess? How does that work? Like, I'm trying to figure that out. So, like I said, be very careful about what you feed into and what you read. And even when people tell you stuff, do your research. Do your research. Do your research. Get out to your library. Y'all got books right now. Some of y'all got books in your local library right now, and I'm not even playing with you. That there was only 5 copies made on spirituality. Some of y'all got libraries in your city right now, maybe more than one. They got books on topics that you cannot find on Google.com. Trust me, I know. I used to be a library junkie. Yes, I owe like $20 in fees right now. I need to pay the bitch. Yes. So you got access to things, and instead of you getting out of your home, let me Google. A bitch, anybody can make a website and say whatever the fuck they want to say. Anybody can say, so do you come into a chat with somebody who knows shit and say, what does Tyree Jadi means? And you're like, Tyree Raji, what the fuck is that? Or there's a terminology that's used and someone will take it and make it something totally different. Oh, everything is happening because of microcosmic orbits. If you have the mindset to break that down, sister, then practice what you preach and show me that you've always had this in you. Because you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And I'm not cutting it on anybody, but the older you are, the harder it is for you to get into a different routine. Everything I learned at a very young age. And I think a lot of stuff that I learned too has come through with me, have come through me through past life memories that I remembered. Or it just came. Spirit gave me enlightenment, and we talked about that during we just did a class. Oh, during the trigram meditation class. Like everything comes through you during certain practices, right? But going into that, the older you become, the more harder it is. And we even talk about the brain changing the older you become. You have gray matter and white matter. that changes the older you become. And these matters are connected to your spiritual knowledge as well. So going into that, if you better learn something at 44 years old, it's not going to be as powerful or as deeply felt as you learning it at 15, 14, 16, 19, 21, 22, 23, or even fucking 30. So that's what you guys remember too. But like I said, going into that, you need to always do your research and learn things. And like I said, go into your local library, get some books on it, ask. If you don't know what it is, look up different terms like parapsychology, paranormal, African spirituality, Native American magic. We had a book in my local library on Native American magic, and this book broke down herbs and stuff, where that's what made me get into my agriculture. So I said, bitch, I was like 19 years old, y'all. I said, let me go see if I can find these herbs in my backyard. Bitch took that book, and I was like, yarrow? This is yarrow? The fuck? Okay. Nightshade. What is nightshade? Mimosa. What is this? I was gagging. Like everything you need is in your fucking backyard. So this book taught that, and the ceremonies and stuff. And that's what I said. Like a lot of people don't know what they think they know. And if they knew what they thought they knew, or they knew what they thought they knew, I said it right. That's just too many news, honey. Then your life will be an example. Because the more you know, the more you grow, and the more that what's in here is projected into your real life. So if you have power, you attract powerful people. Period, point blank. You attract powerful experiences if you have power. If you lack power, then bitch, your experiences are gonna be that. All your friends are bummy, the experiences are bummy, you ain't gonna have shit, your man is bummy. Oh God, my life is so bored. I'm just saying, honey. It's not about being close-minded, but the magic trendy stuff is messing up energies and not wanting people how to work it on. Hold on. Oh shit. Yes, it's like a Mambo. Yes, Mambo. Yes, it's like a Mambo doing solstice Wiccan rituals. They got that on YouTube, honey. Julie Joey, you got African vocals, okay, a vocal out here talking about winter solstices and fucking and shit. And I'm like, a vocal talking about winter solstice? You got people going around with their lakies and shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, a Christian woman, not a Catholic woman, because the last time I checked, the Loas and the Orishas used the saints to cover. They hid with the saints. So I can see you being a voodoo and being a Catholic, but you're a Christian voodooist or voodoo doing pagan rituals. That don't sound right to me. And then they get cute and crafty where they drunken love spells and hoochie coochie. And I'm just like, and then what the crazy thing about it is too, when you meet these voodoo people, wannabes, when they give you history lessons or herbs to use, they're giving you European and Asian herbs. And I'm like, if you're really someone who do voodoo, you would be giving, first of all, the African terms or the Caribbean terms for these herbs, right? Because some of these herbs you can only find in Africa or the Caribbean. And then you would give them, because you're educating people when you do these videos, then you would give them the Western, oh, well, this herb you may not find in America, but there's an herb that's just like, because they do have that.